Hello, YouTubers, family, and friends. Just doing a morning walk here again with my wonderful son, John. How you doing, John? Doing all right, buddy. Good job. So yeah, we're just doing our walk back and forth here. I don't know, we probably go back and forth maybe 50, 60 times. It's probably a kilometer that we walk back and forth. But yeah, just things are heating up in the world. As you can see on my last video, World War at your doorstep. I mean, this stuff's happening all over the world now, and it's like I say, it's a chain reaction. Once it gets started and it gets more and more frequent of these conflicts going on all over the world, military, spilling blood conflicts, it keeps going up and up and up. It'll catch on like wildfire. And we're so close right now. I mean, okay, February of 2022, that's when Russia started their special operations against Ukraine, right? And whatever side that you're on that, doesn't really matter. It's a massive undertaking of war that's continued up until now and still continues and is still getting more and more intense. Then you got the banking system. Like we were saying in yesterday's video, the banking system, if you look back at history, that's usually, once it starts to crack and fail in a big way, usually it's first in the first world countries, and then it's a domino effect after that, and then that's when the massive world war starts. That's what happened in World War II, right? So what can we do to? Yeah, Leo can walk with us if he wants, but he gets tired so quick. But that's okay. So what we can do, we have to hold in our hands gold and silver. My experience for living in Southeast Asia for 8 years, gold you can easily... Hi, buddy, come on, let's go walking. Wow, brand new red shoes. Very nice. Good job. So I can sell gold, and I got a gold buyer in a city that we were married in, actually, Iligan City. It's in a province over from us. I found a gold buyer that has direct connections with gold souks in Dubai. Come on, buddy. Come over here. Come on. Good job. Yeah. So if you ever been in Dubai, they have these gold shops are called gold souks. S-A-U-K-S, right? And they're known around the world. Saudi Arabia and the AUE, UAE, United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, and all these Arab countries they've relied on gold and gold sales and gold trading for centuries. I mean, look at your history. Gold is real value, real money, real wealth. Gold, period, for thousands of years, right? So all these people these days that are trying to tell you something different, they don't know. They're trying to, fool you away from what's real, because you can put that stuff in your hand and hold it. No counterparty risk. If you have any kind of money in any markets, the counterparty risk is massive. Anything can happen. You can lose your entire wealth that you've tried to save, your entire life of working and toiling on this earth, and you've fallen for the system of savings, which is, just put all your money in the stock market. Yeah, I'm rich because I put all my money in the stock market. start asking people on the ground, oh, are they rich from putting money in the stock market their whole lives? A lot of them lost life savings, and completely quit the stock market, right? You wouldn't believe the people that are out there that the system has taken advantage of and just totally destroyed their lives. They're the people that live in their cars today. This is a new thing out. Even within the last 2 years since the pandemic, the homeless people living in their cars or in their trucks or in a little camper trailer or a little tiny RV or something that they've scraped up the last bit of money that they had because they can't afford the taxes and the insurances and all the upkeep that it takes to take care of a house anymore, right? And it's with the baby boomers, the majority of the baby boomers are in retirements, just all they have left is Social Security, which on average is $1,700 a month, is what an old couple on Social Security gets, right? That's the average in the U.S. So they're doing everything they can to barely survive, and they've had to sell their home or give away all their stuff because they can't afford it, how expensive everything is now. And that's why so many people are moving to Southeast Asia. And the Philippines, like I say, it's the only Southeast Asia speaking country, English-speaking country. And because they teach it in the schools here as a second language, right? And 90% of people that you meet, even if it's in the deep jungle, they know English, what you're saying. Maybe they can't speak it very well, but they can understand it because everything is English here. It's because the Philippine people have like dozens of different dialects of language, Tagalog, Visaya. I mean, the list goes on and on, depending on where you are located in the 7,000 islands of the Philippines. That's what I love about the Philippines. Again, it's so spread out. My brother and I was saying this the other day, maybe I mentioned this on the other video, is that Luzon, where the capital of Manila is way to the northern islands. That island is like a separate country compared to where I live, way in the south, in the island of Mindanao, which is your biggest island. And all the thousands of islands in between our two places. I mean, you can go to a place like that and get lost until you're dead, honestly. No one bothers you here. For one thing, they can't hardly bother you because everything is spread out so much and the infrastructure is so low compared to most countries in the world, right? It's just a beautiful archipelago of islands that is numbered in the thousands, and you can set up, find a Filipina that you can marry and have a wonderful life with not being bothered. And the laws in the Philippines, you could never get divorced because divorce is illegal, right? So, I always repeating that, but there's nothing more important other than your salvation with in my case, Jesus. But a lot of people have, other religions, and that's fine where you are in the world. But that is the most important thing to most people if they believe in God, is their faith. And then the very next thing that's most important is the laws of wherever you live. And what has destroyed the family, and that's the foundation of the entire humanity on this earth, is how the bonds of the family are. And most of these countries have laws that destroy the family and make divorce legal. Like I was mentioning before, my father-in-law, my Filipino father-in-law, he was in arranged marriage, which is, my wife's dad. He was in an arranged marriage for 60-some years, right? And then my wife's mother finally passed away a couple years ago. but that's an arranged marriage, and they had 12 children, and there's no way. Divorce is illegal, so they were together forever, right? It's actually, you know, a strong rock that your family's never gonna fail. And there's Papa right there. Hey, Papa. Good morning. Morning, Papa. Good job. So yeah, he's a great guy, and he lives with us now, you know, since his wife passed a couple years ago. And, you know, he does his thing. He has carabao, which are big, huge, like water buffalo, and they're like the bulldozer of the Philippines, which for hundreds and probably thousands of years, they use these carabao to, you know, for logging, for hauling things. It's the workhorse, you know, for plowing fields, everything, the carabao, and they're very, very smart. Very, very smart. Papa's got 2 right now, and he's given one to one of his other sons, and another one was killed for food during Mama's funeral. But how you doing, bud? Are you getting sore? Is your foot sore? Are you okay? Huh? You want to go in? Huh? How you doing? So he's getting kind of distressed. He's probably starting to get tired or something. Maybe he has to go to the toilet. I'm not sure. Sometimes he'll start getting irritated. Sometimes maybe it's just because I don't pay enough attention to him. How you doing? Are you okay? Okay. So it's been kind of raining off and on and mostly cloudy most of the morning so far, but the sun is starting to peek out a little bit. Last night we had a blackout, so that's another thing. If you do come to the Philippines, the infrastructure is nothing like first world countries, right? So you have lots of blackouts. So that's why you should be set up with solar system, battery banks, or a generator if you can't handle being without electricity. So like the power went out at 9:30 p.m. last night, so it was time for us to all go to bed anyway. So we have battery operated fans that last maybe 3-4 hours, and then after that they die. And so what I did is after my fan died, my battery fan died, I got up. It was like 1:30 a.m., something like that, midnight. Then I just went and opened up the doors. And some houses have screen doors. We don't have screen doors, but we have this like a sheer curtain. So there's no bugs anyways at night. It's very rare. If you leave a light on inside, then the bugs will come and attract into the light inside your house. So there's the power outage, so no light inside. So just opened up the doors in the house and or you can open your windows or whatever and let the breeze blow through. There was a nice breeze and it was raining off and on last night, but it was no problem. Yes, it was like my temperature in my room was like 82.5 degrees most of the night, but it was a small breeze blowing through, and I fell back asleep. I mean, it was hot before I opened the doors, but like an hour after I opened the doors, and it was fine. We fell asleep and we were fine. That's normal in the Philippines. You just have to get them acclimated to it. Like I say, I only run my air conditioning from 10 a.m. to maybe 4 p.m. during the hottest part of the day, because that's one thing. Our house is complete concrete, right? So that concrete heats up if the sun is beating on it all day. And I have real nice overhangs on all my roofs, so it protects from the sun heating up your walls. And it works really good, but still it's different angles, different times of the day. The sun will still hit the walls and heat up even more. So that's one thing you gotta consider if you're building a house in the Philippines. Make sure your roofs have a real large overhang. And you know, I have open terrace around both floors of my house, bottom and top. And so I extended 3 foot over from the edge of the terrace. So the roof extends another 3 feet. And to tell you the truth, it'd been better if I went 4 or 5 feet over, because you know, sometimes you get a windstorm with rain and it'll blow the rain on the terrace anyways. And that's what I did here on my carport. It extends 5 feet over on both sides, right? So it really, in the Philippines, you got to have shade. So shade and, you know, roof for rain. That's very important if you're going to build in the Philippines. Those two things. And I don't have a battery bank here because battery banks are very expensive for a solar system. But I do have a generator, right? I've showed you guys this many times. If you look at some of my other videos, here's my solar inverters. Right now I'm making about 6,000 kW because the sun's starting to come out now. And here's my 23 kW generator, right? It's a diesel generator. Works great. I don't have any problems. I've had a couple problems with it where I had to replace the injection pump once because some of my fuel became bad. But so don't just store a bunch of bulk fuel, because with the humidity here, what you want to do is have a small fuel tank and just keep putting fresh fuel in it all the time. That's your best bet here in the Philippines. Don't try to store your fuel even if you put stabilizer in it. It doesn't work really. What? You want to go in already? Huh? Well, a little bit more, okay? A little bit more. Okay. Yeah, he's getting about done. Sometimes if he has to poop or pee or something, he'll start to get more irritated, of course. But you know, him being non-verbal, he can't really tell me. But so I've learned. See, he's grabbing my hand now. Cause you want to go inside? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take him in. So just letting you guys know, you know, some of the options and some of the things you're gonna have to deal with if you come to the Philippines. But by far, it's the safest place you could possibly be in this world that's going down the tubes real quick. So, and okay, we're gonna go in now. Come on. So, take care. Love you guys, and God bless. Bye bye.